So one of the biggest problems that people have with meditation or any kind of focus exercise is getting rid of the chatter in the brain. So this we can see as the monkey mind. You know, the monkey mind is a terrible thing. If you imagine the mind like a monkey jumping around all over the place, and what that tends to do, that monkey, it grabs onto your thoughts, and it tends to grab onto the thoughts that are the darker ones. So what it does, it grabs onto your thoughts and it runs with them. And then your brain just takes over. It just goes and goes and goes and goes. And that monkey will run into the darkest parts of your thought. We always go negative eventually. So really what we want, with meditation, we're trying to stop that. We're not trying to stop ourselves thinking. We're not trying to stop the thoughts going through our head, but we want to control them. We want to control the monkey mind. So one of the reasons, the biggest problem we have is that our brain gets bored. It gets bored very easily. We're not designed to just think. We were designed to be in the moment. So as hunter-gatherers, and you know, when there were tigers and things around, you know, we had to be in the moment so that we could keep ourselves safe. And so our brain doesn't like not being in the moment. So, and focusing on one thing, it has to be aware of what's happening around it. So one of the other things we have, the problems we have, is our short attention spans. So in the modern world, we've got TV programs. We just numb our brains with TV programs and phones and things like that. It's not ideal. We all do it. We live in a technological age. But if we can control that and limit that and step away from that sometimes, that's what, you know, things like Tai Chi and getting out in nature and meditation are all about. Connecting again to who we really are. So what we want to look at, we're going to look at a few ideas of, you know, how we can deal with this and deal with the monkey mind and the chatter in our brains when we're trying to meditate or focus. Okay, so number one is to understand it's normal. This, you know, it's normal that we have the chatter in our brains, that we think. And we do, especially when we stop. And you'll find this, if you go to bed, your brain will kick in, or you'll notice that your brain kicks in. It's going all the time, but it'll kick in. But because you're not doing anything, there's nothing for it to focus on. So helping yourself sleep is something that, you know, doing meditation can really help with. Now, understanding that it's normal is okay, but we have to learn to let go of the thoughts. That's the biggest thing. It's just let go of them, observe them, and let go of them. It really is that simple. And then move back to our focus point. So number two is we need to be consistent and persistent. So when we practice something, we have to do it all the time. The more we do it, the more we become it. And then we keep going, because it's going to get hard. There will be times when it gets really hard, and this is where your motivation comes in. If anyone's seen my video on the 5 rings, this is where motivation comes in. If we've got good motivation, we can stay persistent and consistent when things get hard and we feel like, oh, I don't want to do it today, or it's just not working today. We just carry on. Just carry on. We may have a bad meditation session where you think you didn't get anything done. You actually are. No matter what happens, you're moving forwards. And that's why we need to just keep doing it, keep going with it. It's how we get good at anything. So number three is, you know, smile to yourself. When you realize that you've been meditating for 5 minutes and all of it has been, all of a sudden you realize you've just been thinking. You haven't been meditating at all on your object or whatever you're meditating on. You've just been thinking, your brain's been going. Bring yourself back, smile to yourself, be compassionate with yourself and go, yeah, this is quite normal. Just start again. That's it. Just start again. You know, with your thoughts, what we can do, you can do things like imagine that your thoughts are just leaves in the wind. So when a thought comes into your mind, just imagine it blowing with the wind and moving away. If your thoughts come into your mind, some people put them in a box. Imagine in your brain, in your mind, you can see a box. Open that box, put your thoughts in, close the box and come back to your focus. Or you can just push it to the side. Acknowledge it, always acknowledge that you've had the thought, and then push it to the side. And then come back to your focus point. Be gentle. Don't berate yourself, don't get frustrated, because that's the worst thing you can do. So, number 4, make your focus interesting. So the thing that you're meditating on, try and have it as something that you're interested in, because that will keep your focus better. It really is about being curious. It's like having the mind of a child and looking at something, or viewing something, or feeling something, or doing anything we do as if we're doing it for the first time. And if you have that interesting focus, you're less likely to get distracted. So number 5, learn to observe. Just be an observer. If your thoughts come in, observe them. Now, this is something that we don't always want to do. If you have had things like depression or some mental health issues, looking at your thoughts can lead you down a dark path. So be very careful with it. But if you're okay with it, just observe your thought, acknowledge it, and then let it go. Let it go. Move it to the side, put it in the box, let it blow with the wind. Just let it go. But observe. Be an observer in your body, not someone that reacts. So that's what we're trying not to do to our thoughts, is react to them. We don't give them any power. We don't give the monkey any power to run with our thoughts. That's what we do. And we use our focus point to stop that. And sometimes that's really hard. Number 6 is what we're going to look at, is one of the problems that people have is sitting still in meditation, because again, we're not used to it. Our fast-paced lives don't allow it. We're just not used to it. Some people just find it really hard anyway. And this is where things like Tai Chi and yoga and moving meditations come in. It's things like Qigong. If you find it really hard to focus, then you can use a moving meditation. Now, the good thing with a moving meditation, you're having to think about the movements. So in Tai Chi, we have complex movements, and so you have to think about it. And so when you're focused on those movements, you're actually meditating. You're beginning to meditate. And then you can go deeper and deeper and deeper in. And that's something I'll look at in another video, is how we can meditate with Tai Chi. Okay, so there you are. So there are 6 ways that you can improve your focus when you're meditating and get rid of the monkey mind. But what it comes down to is just keep going, be kind to yourself, and gently move it off to the side, move it somewhere else, and come back to your focus.